5 red lights will determine who will be the winner of the first race of the 2026 IM1 season. Here we go. 3, 4, 5 red lights at Circuit de Malaga. It's lights out and away we go. Great start from McLaren off the line, who gets a really good start, but he gets stuck and bounces the Alpine off the track. Silence gets thrown off the track. Here comes Monkey Butt, and they both get thrown off the track. That's 2 off. That's going to be a safety car. So in IM1, when 2 cars get thrown off, it's a safety car, so they have a chance to catch up to the leader, which is the McLaren, who had a very good start off the line there. That was definitely a better reaction time than all the other drivers, but now we're going to see, when it goes to a green flag, if Silence in the Alpine has the chance to overtake the McLaren. Last season, Silence was with Ferrari. This season, he's with Alpine. Does he have enough speed to take over the McLaren? It does not look like it on this lap. We're on to lap 2. What can he do? He's pretty much flying down here. Here goes the McLaren into the hairpin, around the swivel turn. Here comes the Alpine, getting closer and closer. He's going to definitely try and build up the gap. The McLaren is definitely trying to speed away from the Alpine. And Silence is known for being a very fast driver around this track, so we can already see that stop in the beginning. He's already caught up because of the safety car, and that might give him an opportunity as they get closer on lap 3. They're very close now. The McLaren just a few feet in front of the Alpine. Here he goes. The McLaren goes shallow, and there goes Silence down the inside line. He takes the lead of the race on lap 3, and that's going to push the McLaren off. Now Redeemer is pushed off the track, and the Alpine of Silence takes the lead, and he's now looking to extend the lead. What can the McLaren do now? Can he catch up to the Alpine? Lap 4. Where is Monkey Butt, you may be asking? The Mercedes crashed in the beginning during the safety car, and he's almost a lap down from the 2 drivers in front. So this is not looking good for Monkey Butt in the back. We don't have his camera, as he's having some malfunctions on his boat. But can the McLaren catch up to the Alpine? We are going to find out in a few laps' time. On to lap 5, we could just barely see Silence there in front of the view. Now, Circuit de Malaga is known for being one of the smallest tracks on the grid, but no, that's not the point right now. The point is, the 2 rivals, once again, are very close. What's going to happen? The McLaren goes down the outside. They make contact, and the McLaren goes off. The Alpine and the McLaren make contact, and the McLaren goes off the track, but he's still able to catch up. Can he catch up to the Alpine? Enough to do it again. They almost collide into the hairpin on the final turn. Down into lap 6. Silence stays ahead of Redeemer, but can Redeemer take that away from him? He's coming closer now. Can the Alpine stay ahead? And no, it doesn't look like it. They're going side by side once again. These 2, I have a feeling, are going to be battling till the end of this race. What can he do now? He's going to try to make the move down the inside. That slows him down a bit. Trying to make the move on that final turn slowed him down, and now Silence has a better gap in front of him, but they're still close now. Very good exit from the McLaren there of Redeemer to try and catch up. You really, with this track, want to get as close as you can to those inside curbs like he's doing there in the McLaren, but the Alpine is matching his time, and now these 2 seem to be about the same speed, and it doesn't look like anyone's catching up. Here we go, on to lap 8. 20 laps in this race. Only 12 left. Lap 9 now, and the Alpine is still trailing ahead and just continuously pushing. And we don't even see the McLaren anymore. The McLaren's not in sight. Can this be already a successful point? No, it can't, because they still have to pit stop in this race. Anything can happen. Lap 13, a few laps later, the Alpine still stays ahead, but he is coming in this lap. He's been told by the race engineers to come in, so he's going to go in. Monkey Butt is going to unlap himself now, so Monkey Butt is still in 3rd, but unlapping himself fully. Then, can the McLaren pass the Alpine and take the lead? We're going to find out right here. It does not look like it. The Alpine stays ahead. The McLaren has pit earlier. Lap 14, a few laps later, here comes the Alpine down the inside line. and he's going to really try and push his opportunity away. He's definitely, these last 5 laps of this race, going to push as hard as he possibly can to try and take the win away from the McLaren. Anything can happen in these 5 laps, and definitely something might happen, because the McLaren is now in sight of the Alpine of Silence, who now comes around the final turn on to lap 16. Lap 16. Oh no! He gets stuck! The Alpine gets stuck! There goes the McLaren! The McLaren takes the lead. Redeemer and the Alpine of Silence get stuck again. This is not a good race for Silence at all. The McLaren getting farther ahead. Oh no! The McLaren gets stuck too! Silence! Oh, they make contact! They make contact! That's gonna be terrible! Terrible timing! Alpine gets stuck again! This is absolute cinema in Circuit de Malaga, the first race of the season. 3 laps to go, and Alpine gets stuck again. This is terrible time for the Alpine. Could this be the end of his race? Will this be a victory for McLaren and Redeemer for the first win of IM1 2026 season? Yeah. Real quick, if you've made it this far into the video, please subscribe. We're trying to get people to join the Icebook community and race with us. The Alpine having terrible laps. This has not been the race he has wanted. We're going closer on to lap 18. They're getting extraordinarily close now to the finish. 2 laps. Can the McLaren pull off the first win of 2026 and extend the lead to 24 points for him and take home the trophy at Circuit de Malaga? Lap 19. 1 more lap to go. Silence may have a chance if the McLaren messes up here, because Silence is now right behind the McLaren. What is going to happen as we go on to the final corner, and the McLaren of Redeemer takes the win for the first race at Circuit de Malaga? We will see you at the podium. Very frustrating race for the Alpine, who comes into the garage upset, but the winner is Redeemer in second, Silence in third, Monkey Butt Jr. Here is your podium, ladies and gentlemen. Very interesting race today. A really weird start with the safety car. That was an intense opening season, but we will see all of you in Tokyo.